beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor?
So, quick background, cool story about this car. I had tuned it prior. It is an M3-ish. It's a 3 Series. I'm not sure if it's an M3 or not. You BMW guys can chastise me later. So it's a 3 Series chassis. It has an iron junkyard 5.3 in it that was like approximately $300. It has a BTR stage 3 camshaft. I'm unsure what valve springs it has in it, honestly. Something. It is a stock LS6 intake and throttle body. I'm not sure of the rails. They look like eBay rails. He has SEP 1000s in this car. I had tuned it prior. It has a stock computer. It has a P59, and I tuned it on straight pump gas, and it's a drift car. He drifts with it. I tuned it last year, conservatively about 500 rear wheel. It has a Boost Lab 7875 on it. It has a t56 in it. It has a twin disc clutch in it. I forget who he said makes it. And other than that, I believe it's stock or slightly upgraded stock differential. And obviously he has drift goodies on it. The cool thing is he went to like 20 events last year and had no issues. So for this year, he redid a lot. Obviously, you can tell he does nice work. Everything is extremely clean in here. He finished the car the other day and put SEP 1000s in. He lowered the base pressure to about 20 pounds so it would idle and drive nice, and he brought it to the dyno. I changed some things in the tune. He wired in a flex fuel sensor, so we hit it again on pump. We made right around the 475-20 range, and we settled at, I think I left it at a really conservative, like 470, 480 rear wheel for him, for when he puts straight pump in it, he can still hammer it. And then what we did was emptied the tank. Well, he did. He and his brother disconnected the fuel lines, drained it, put in a full tank of pump ethanol. We let the flex sensor do its work. I went over the tune a little bit, and with the stock computer, the P59 with the 3-bar OS and the flex sensor input, there is a spark table where you can add spark for alcohol content. I brushed up on that, everything else. And then we raised the boost. So it made, it picked up like 50 horsepower on 10 pounds, which is where I tuned it to like 480. It went immediately to 540-ish with a little bit of spark in it. And then we raised the boost to 12, 14, 16, and 18. And on 18 pounds there, you saw it's making 720-ish rear wheel. And it is very punchy. You can hear, I'm just rolling into it, and it's making boost very easily. It's definitely happy. He said it was a total animal with 500 wheel. So who knows what he'll do. I'm sure he will. Who knows if he goes nuts with it right away or slowly adds power, or the event will dictate it or whatever. But I just wanted to share, this is basically like another combination that you guys, it's the same thing. It's a 5.3 with a 7875. What's cool is it is stick shift, and you can see the kind of power it's capable of. It was still gaining like crazy. 720 was way more than he anticipated getting today. So he's plenty happy with that, and he'll mess around with it, obviously. So looking forward to seeing what else he does with the car. He's fairly local to Allentown. Definitely a cool guy. He goes to like Club Loose drift events, I believe, Englishtown and whatnot. So you can catch him there if you do that. If you see him, say hi. Other than that, I think his eventual plan, I think, is to ditch the stock computer, even though it has definitely been doing great for him. I think he wants to eventually move to Terminator and change a bunch of things, but he's definitely not struggling with what he has now. So, hope you guys enjoy. Let me know if you need to know anything about this thing. Just wanted to cover it and do a quick one. I'm trying to get into the swing of putting out some more. I have so many videos of dyno stuff. Just got to start getting them out. Don't have to be perfect. Just got to get them out. Got to show them.